In 2025, Casio has some models that look so premium, you'd swear they belong in a luxury showcase. These aren't just budget beaters. They're timepieces with sapphire crystals, polished stainless steel, intricate dials, and designs that could easily pass for something 5 to 10 times the price. Whether it's a sleek chronograph that channels Swiss vibes, a metal G-Shock that looks like a luxury sports accessory, or a minimalist piece with titanium finishing, Casio has been quietly making watches that look seriously expensive while staying ridiculously affordable. And that's what we're diving into today. I've picked out 5 Casio watches in 2025 that are guaranteed to make people do a double take when they see them on your wrist. They'll think you dropped big money, but you'll know the truth. You paid a fraction of what they imagine. And before we jump in, I'm on a road to get 1,000 subscribers as a small channel. Please subscribe. The first Casio on this list that looks way more expensive than it really is has to be the Casio Edifice Sapphire, part of the EFR series. This watch is basically Casio's secret weapon for people who want Swiss-style looks at a budget-friendly price. At first glance, the Edifice Sapphire gives off serious Rolex Datejust or even AP vibes thanks to its brushed, stainless steel case, polished edges, and bold bezel design. What makes it stand out is the sapphire crystal, a feature you almost never see in watches under $200. That single detail alone instantly makes the watch feel premium on the wrist. The dials are finished beautifully too. You'll often find vertical brushing, sunburst patterns, and sharp applied indices that play with light in a way you'd expect from a much higher-end watch. The bracelet is solid with polished center links, giving it that seamless luxury feel when it hugs your wrist. Add in 100 meters of water resistance and chronograph options, and you've got a watch that isn't just stylish, it's practical. The Edifice Sapphire proves Casio can deliver a design that screams expensive without charging you anywhere near Swiss watch prices. Next up, we have the Casio G-Shock GM5600, also known as the Metal Square. This watch takes the legendary 5,600 square G-Shock, famous for its toughness, and wraps it in a polished stainless steel case that instantly elevates the look. The result? A watch that still has all the rugged durability you expect from a G-Shock, but with the wrist presence of a luxury sports accessory. The polished bezel catches the light in a way that makes it look like jewelry, while the brushed surfaces keep it refined. At just 38 millimeters across and 11 millimeters thick, it's one of the sleekest G-Shocks out there, slipping under a cuff while still packing 200 meters of water resistance and shock resistance. You also get all the G-Shock hallmarks: stopwatch, alarm, backlight, and incredible durability. Yet this version looks far more premium than the typical resin models. On the wrist, it delivers that expensive but stealthy vibe, the kind of watch people notice but can't quite place. At under $200 for most versions, the GM5600 looks like a high-end designer collab, but it's pure Casio ingenuity. It's proof that even a G-Shock can look like a luxury piece. Now let's talk about one of Casio's best-kept secrets, the Oceanus line. If you've never heard of it, that's because it's mostly marketed in Japan, but collectors worldwide have been buzzing about it for years. The Oceanus is Casio's answer to the luxury dress sport watch, and even the entry-level models look unbelievably premium. The finishing is where it shines. Brushed titanium cases with polished chamfers that catch the light, sapphire crystals with anti-reflective coating, and dials that often feature subtle textures or sunburst finishes. On the wrist, it gives off serious Grand Seiko light vibes, and that's no exaggeration. Functionally, these watches are packed too. Solar-powered movements, radio-controlled timekeeping on some models, and incredible accuracy that makes them almost maintenance-free. At around $300 to $500 depending on the model, it feels like you're getting a boutique Japanese luxury watch for a fraction of the cost. The titanium construction keeps it lightweight and comfortable, while the bracelet finishing rivals watches in the $1,500 range. The Oceanus proves Casio isn't just about tough G-Shocks and budget digitals. They can play in the refined premium space too. If you want a Casio that looks like $1,000 Swiss or Japanese luxury piece, this is the one. For our fourth pick, Let's go retro with the Casio Vintage A1000 and A1100 series. At first glance, these look like sleek fashion watches you'd find in a high-end boutique, but they're actually modern reissues of Casio's classic digital models, only upgraded with full stainless steel cases and premium finishing. The brushed and polished surfaces give these pieces a jewelry-like quality, and when paired with a Milanese mesh bracelet, they instantly give off luxury vibes. Unlike the cheaper Casio F91W or A168, which are mostly plastic or plated, the A1000 and A1100 use quality materials that feel solid on the wrist. The slim profile means it slides under a shirt cuff easily, making it a surprisingly elegant option for both casual and semi-formal wear. You still get the digital charm, stopwatch, alarm, and backlight, but packaged in something that looks like it belongs in a designer showcase. Prices usually fall between $100 to $150, which is wild considering the premium aesthetic. This is the kind of watch that makes people think you're rocking a high-end designer digital or even a minimalist luxury timepiece. Casio nailed the balance between vintage nostalgia and modern refinement with this series. Closing out the list, we've got the Casio Edifice chronograph series, one of the most underrated watch families Casio makes. If you want a timepiece that looks like a $1,000 Swiss chronograph but costs a fraction, this is where you look. The design language is all about premium sports luxury, multi-layered dials with textured subdials, polished applied indices, and bold bezels that give it serious wrist presence. Some models even feature tachymeter scales or carbon fiber accents, details that scream motorsport-inspired luxury. What really sells the expensive look is the finishing. The combination of brushed stainless steel with polished highlights rivals watches well above its price bracket. The bracelets are solid too, with polished center links or angular designs that give them a high-end character. On the wrist, these watches feel substantial and eye-catching, the kind of chronograph that draws compliments instantly. And the kicker? Most Edifice chronographs can be found between $150 and $250. They deliver all the drama, detail, and sophistication of a Swiss luxury chrono without the painful price tag. If you want a Casio that looks and feels like it belongs in a luxury motorsport collection, the Edifice chronograph is it. And that wraps up our list of 5 Casio watches that look shockingly expensive in 2025. From the sleek sapphire-equipped Edifice Sapphire to the polished toughness of the G-Shock GM5600, the refined titanium elegance of the Oceanus, the retro chic A1000 and A1100 digital reissues, and the bold wrist presence of the Edifice chronograph. Each of these watches proves that Casio isn't just about budget beaters. They're masters at delivering premium looks at prices anyone can reach. What makes these models special is how they balance durability, technology, and design, yet still manage to look like luxury timepieces. Casio has found a way to blur the line between affordable and high-end, giving you watches that don't just keep time, they make a statement. I'm on a road to get 1,000 subscribers as a small channel. Please subscribe.